Hello, Cowboys Nation, and welcome to another video. Without further ado, let's dive right into the latest news surrounding America's team. Unfortunately, not all of the updates will be music to the ears of Cowboys fans, as we discuss Jerry Jones' final decision on the team's next general manager. The Dallas Cowboys have faced many obstacles over the past few seasons, and while many fans point to certain areas of improvement, it appears that the primary issue isn't necessarily that the team has undergone too much change. Rather, the problem is that the Cowboys haven't made enough meaningful changes, especially where it matters most, in the front office. For years, Jerry Jones, the 82-year-old owner and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, along with his son Stephen Jones, have controlled the team's destiny. Their hold over the franchise has only strengthened. But now, as time passes, it's becoming clear that Jerry Jones may no longer be the sharp, dynamic force he once was in the NFL. Despite his undeniable legacy as one of the most successful and influential owners in sports history, Jones appears to have lost a step when it comes to adapting to the rapidly changing landscape of the NFL. The football world, and the Cowboys specifically, have moved on in many ways, but Jerry Jones has failed to keep up with the times. Take, for example, the Cowboys' embarrassing lack of activity during the critical free agent period of the offseason. With such a large window of opportunity to bolster their roster, the Cowboys failed to capitalize. While other teams were actively signing free agents and making adjustments to their roster, the Cowboys were practically dormant. Instead of using the offseason to secure crucial pieces and improve weaknesses, Jerry Jones stuck to his old, hard-nosed negotiating tactics, refusing to budge on player salaries and ultimately missing out on top-tier talent that could have made a difference. This was especially frustrating for the Cowboys faithful, who were eager to see the team make aggressive moves and build a competitive roster. The Cowboys' inability to adapt to the changing economic environment of the NFL was made abundantly clear when they failed to secure key players early in the process, such as star receiver CeeDee Lamb and quarterback Dak Prescott. Signing these core players to long-term contracts early would have opened up cap space and provided the flexibility needed to add new players quickly. However, Jerry Jones' approach to negotiations led to missed opportunities for team improvement. As a result, Dallas found itself struggling to make any significant moves, and when it was questioned why no free agents were brought in, Jones' team lamented a lack of funds, claiming that they simply couldn't afford to sign anyone. This excuse only served to frustrate the fanbase, leading many to feel that the team's decision-makers were out of touch with modern NFL operations. Fans watched in disbelief as the team failed to improve, despite having the financial resources to do so. Now, as we reflect on the miserable 7-10 season that the Cowboys put together in 2024, there's some bad news for those hoping that Jones would recognize the need for change. Jerry Jones has no intention of making any major adjustments, despite the underwhelming results. For some, there was a glimmer of hope that after such a disappointing season, Jones might reconsider his leadership approach and restructure the front office to bring in fresh, modern executives. Some even speculated that Jones would finally step down from his role as the team's general manager, allowing someone younger and more forward-thinking to take control of team operations. This was seen by many as a potentially positive move, especially given the promising core of players on the Cowboys roster, such as Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons. The prospect of a new leader at the helm could have revitalized the Cowboys and injected new energy into the franchise. However, when Jerry Jones was asked about stepping down during a press conference in the wake of the disappointing season, his response was clear and firm. No, just no. Jones dismissed the idea of relinquishing control of the team without hesitation. His answer left little room for doubt about his intentions. Jones went on to elaborate on his decision, explaining that when he bought the Dallas Cowboys, he didn't do it for his children or as a mere investment. He bought the team for himself as a lifelong passion, something he intended to pour his heart and soul into. He stated, "I bought it for me, and I didn't buy it for an investment. I bought it as an occupation, something I would do for the rest of my life." Jones made it clear that he was not interested in stepping aside and that he intended to keep running the team on his own terms. In his comments, Jerry Jones also highlighted that he is the one who makes the critical decisions on how money is spent within the organization. He suggested that since he ultimately decides where resources are allocated, he is in control of the team's direction. Jones' stance underscores his belief that, as the owner, he has every right to steer the team as he sees fit, no matter the opinions or frustrations of the fans. His unwavering confidence in his approach may be admirable, but it also highlights a disconnect with the modern realities of the NFL, where flexibility and forward-thinking leadership are essential for success. Given Jones' obstinate position, Cowboys fans can likely expect more frustration and puzzling comments from the team's front office in the coming months. If past behavior is any indication, Jerry Jones may continue to make offbeat public statements, similar to the ones he made last year when he promised that the Cowboys would be all in for the 2024 season, only to fail to make any significant moves in free agency. Whether it's strange radio interviews or cryptic comments about the team's future, fans should brace themselves for more of the same. This all adds up to an uncertain future for the Cowboys under Jones' leadership, especially as the team faces another offseason of potentially missed opportunities. Shifting gears, let's talk about the future of Mike McCarthy, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. McCarthy's tenure with the Cowboys has been a roller coaster ride filled with ups and downs, but in recent weeks, it seems his position has been secure once again. For much of the 2024 season, McCarthy's job appeared to be in jeopardy, especially when the Cowboys found themselves with a disappointing 3-7 record. The team's performance under McCarthy had fans and analysts questioning whether he was the right person to lead the Cowboys into the future. With his contract nearing its expiration, McCarthy's lame duck status seemed to indicate that an exit was imminent. However, the Cowboys turned things around late in the season, winning 4 out of their last 5 games, despite dealing with injuries to key players such as Dak Prescott. This late-season surge not only helped McCarthy's standing with the team, but also changed the narrative surrounding him across the NFL. Rumors circulated that other teams, including the Chicago Bears, might be interested in hiring McCarthy after the season. Yet, despite all the uncertainty, McCarthy took to the media after the Cowboys' heartbreaking finale, a 23-9 loss to the Washington Commanders, to set the record straight. He made it clear that he wants to stay in Dallas. McCarthy is confident in his abilities as a coach and believes he has a solid foundation in place for the Cowboys to be successful moving forward. With a 49-35 record over the past 3 seasons, McCarthy has proven himself to be capable, and he is eager to continue building the team in the years ahead. When asked about his future with the Cowboys, McCarthy was unequivocal in his response. He stated, "Absolutely, I want to stay here. I have a lot invested in this team, and the Cowboys have a lot invested in me." He explained that the connection between himself and the team runs deep, and he feels personally invested in the Cowboys' success. McCarthy's commitment to the team is evident in his words, and he emphasized that it's not just about winning games. It's about developing young players, building a successful program, and creating a long-lasting foundation for future success. He believes that the Cowboys are headed in the right direction and that the best is yet to come. As for the roster, the Cowboys are in desperate need of additional playmakers to complement their star receiver, CeeDee Lamb. Although Lamb has emerged as one of the top wide receivers in the league, the Cowboys lack a true second option in the passing game. This offseason, one of the most high-profile players who could be available is Tyreek Hill, the star wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. Hill is widely considered one of the fastest players in the NFL, and after a down season with Miami, he has expressed frustration with his current situation. In the wake of the Dolphins' disappointing loss to the Buffalo Bills, Hill indicated that he may be looking for a fresh start, which could be good news for the Cowboys. Hill's dissatisfaction with the Dolphins is clear. He told reporters after the game, "There's a lot of things that I need to reassess about my career. I've got to do what's best for me and my family. Whether that's here or wherever the case may be, I'm open to that door. Hill's comments have led many to speculate that he may seek a trade, and given his status as one of the league's top wide receivers, the Cowboys could be an attractive destination for him. Despite a relatively down year in which he caught 81 passes for 959 yards, Hill is still one of the most explosive players in the NFL. He's just 1 year removed from leading the league in both receiving yards, 1,799, and touchdowns, 13. Micah Parsons, the Cowboys' star pass rusher, has already taken notice of Hill's situation. Parsons posted a message on Twitter, clearly recruiting Hill to join the Cowboys. He even made a pitch to Hill, saying, "We can be the fastest duo in the league. We also don't have state income taxes. What do you think?" Parsons' tweet shows that the Cowboys are interested in bringing in another star player to complement Lamb and strengthen their offense. While it remains to be seen if Hill will consider a trade to Dallas, Parsons' public recruitment is a strong signal that the Cowboys are willing to make bold moves to improve their roster. That's all for today's video, Cowboys Nation. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more updates. We'll be back soon with even more news, and we hope to see you in the next one.